define interest as somebody's desire to re-engage with a topic, to want to do more of it, to learn more about something, to do more of an activity. The problem with that is that sometimes it's hard to separate it out from things like engagement and fascination. But I typically, in my mind, put a lot of them in the same area that we're all sort of focusing on, and you can finally divide them. But for me, it's more of the bigger set of them that's the important thing to think about, that we're looking at sort of positive attitudes toward science or STEM or whatever it is that we're looking at, and that somebody would want to seek out the possibility of sort of re-engaging in that if given the chance. But in my mind, I sort of view them over time as more of a sort of motion picture, where it's a consistent thing, where that image is not fixed, and interest and motivation and engagement and identity are constructs that are sort of consistently ebbing and flowing. And as they ebb and flow, then they, if you measure them at that next time point, that's fine. And you can use those data to write up a paper like we do, but then it continues to move and flow. So the way that I sort of talk about it is, our focus is usually science. So a student might come into college, they think they want to do biology, and in their first year, they're taking some biology classes and they're taking some foreign language classes. And they like the biology, but they're sort of working through what it's doing, and maybe it's not increasing their interest, but they have a really great experience in a foreign language class or a history class or something like that. And at that snapshot, at a critical time when they're making a decision, the relative difference there is that they're really gaining interest in, say, history or foreign language, and science is maybe staying stable. And so that triggers them to think about, well, maybe I would I would enjoy it more if I went into these other areas. And it seems that that's why some of these students are making these shifts. And so I have to imagine that happens sort of throughout our lives. People are engaged with lots of different media and lots of different experiences. And so, how your one experience that you're putting together will influence them might be really small and minuscule, but if it nudges them in the direction that you hope to nudge them, whether that's to make a certain choice, again, about, say, sustainability or environmental awareness, or to get more interested in potentially pursuing a career in a given topic. One of the ways that we've been thinking about it lately is if you can keep the door open longer and what you're doing helps to keep that door open, then we consider that a win. How all of these experiences come together in the trajectory of somebody's life history is the most important thing that we can look at, and trying to be realistic about all the different ways they can interact with these experiences. I think that's the most important thing we can focus on.